Hey everybody, here's a little help on that review worksheet, the real numbers warm-up and fill-in chart. I'm calling this the front side. This is the warm-up sheet here. All you're doing for this front side is giving the best classification for each number. Again, just giving the best one, not necessarily writing all the categories that it belongs to, but hopefully we're getting better at picking out just the best one, like -3. I would call that one an integer for that first one, okay? And then just going right down the path here. -4/3 is a fraction, so that's going to be a rational number. 0 is the very first whole number, as we've learned this week, okay? Here's a terminating decimal, so I would call 3.2, that's a rational number as well. Square root of 7, again, there's a number that does not come out to be a nice number, as you hear me say. It's not a perfect square number, so that will be an irrational number. And 5.23 repeating is another rational because that is a repeating decimal. 5.232323 and so on. Okay, so there's that first column there just to give you a little start. Then when you go to the real numbers fill-in chart here on the back, it's just going to give you a bunch of numbers here that you're going to work with down below and fill them in the chart where they should go in the appropriate number set above. I would just get in the habit of crossing them off as they go. So that very first one there, -321, I would definitely call that an integer to start because that's a negative number with no decimal. Okay. Square root of 16. Remember when we were dealing with a square root, you have to actually take the square root of that number and think about that's the number you're actually dealing with. Square root of 16 is 4, and so 4 is a natural number or a counting number. So I'm going to put 4 in the very middle circle there. Okay. 0.864596. I don't see a repeating pattern here, unlike the one right below it. Okay, so I would say this one doesn't seem to have a repeating pattern. There's a ... at the end, which means it goes on forever, so I would call this an irrational number. And irrationals over on their own side over here, 0.864596. Okay. 2/5 is a fraction, so any fraction number is going to be a rational number, so I'm going to put that in the rational section by definition. All fractions are a rational number. Again, I'm going to just do one or two more here. I'm going to jump actually to this one, -11 1/2. Mixed numbers and even negative numbers, remember, they can still be rational as well. That's something I can turn into a fraction, so -11 1/2. That is also a rational. Sometimes when people see the negative right away, they jump to integer, but that one is not. And maybe how about something like this, 22/11, because sometimes just like other ones too, like the square roots, we have to actually simplify this if we can. 22/11 actually simplifies down to just 2. And so in that case, then it will just be a counting number like 4. Okay? So again, go through each one, place it where you think it goes, and that's how this part of the assignment is done. Good luck, you guys. If you have any questions, let me know.